Done with the guilt, done with the mom guilt, done with the wife guilt, done with the work guilt, guilt. I'm done, I'm over it. Goodbye, guilt. Bye, Felicia. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Sundays at Tiffany's. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany Beaston, and every single Sunday I make super motivating videos to get you ready for the week ahead. So if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss these Sunday videos. So today's video is a get it all done video. It's a little bit different. We're going to be doing some cooking, a little bit of decluttering. As most of you know, my total downstairs is completely under renovation, so couldn't really clean that much down there. However, I'll give you a sneak peek right here. Being that today is December 1st, I am somebody who likes a clean slate, a fresh start. So you don't have to wait for the beginning of the month or the beginning of the new year to start anywhere, but I feel really motivated to start a fresh month this December 1st. So we're going to be doing some planning, and I'm just going to be giving you some ideas to make this month your bee. November literally whooped my butt, and I'm not letting that happen this December. I want to have an amazing holiday season, an amazing December. Mailman must be here. One second. We good now? Okay. What was I saying? Oh, so December. We are owning December. So I'm just going to be showing you some tips and tricks to make this month just really productive, get things done, and more importantly, I want to show you that you literally can achieve anything you put your mind to. You can do it. Seriously, you've got this. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you like a couple of my goals for this month, and it's like the normal usual things. It's eat better, exercise more. I joined KK and Baby J's boot camp that starts today. I got rid of 90% of the toxic chemicals in my house. That's just like the very beginning of my journey. I ordered like a ton of vitamins for my kids and myself, just like better quality, better stuff. But more than that, I feel like, being 100% honest, a lot of you follow me on Instagram, not all of you. And I just want to say, because a lot of you say you don't have Instagram, and even if you don't have Instagram, you can still see my stuff because it's public. But anyway, I just put up a story like crying the other day because I had enough. Like, I was so overwhelmed. I was overcommitted. I said yes to everything, and this month is not going to be that because I really want to enjoy December with my kiddos while they're so little for Christmas, and I don't want it to be about who made the best cookies, who took the best Christmas photos, who took their kids to see 15 different Santas. Like, I don't want that. I want it to literally be about real life family time and not stressing out to get good pictures for social media. I just want that good quality family time, and I want to project that onto you because the holidays are stressful. Life is stressful. The holidays are more stressful, but I want to be easier on myself, and I want to teach you to do that for yourself as well. So I thought about all this stuff while we were on the airplane, and I wrote down a ton of things on how we can better plan and manage our lives, and I'm going to talk about that here. And we're also going to be making a vision board. I've been wanting to make a vision board for 2 years, guys. Not gonna cry, not gonna cry. I've been wanting to make a vision board for a while now. When I was younger, I did it with magazines, like things like that, but now that I have a computer and a printer, I'm gonna be doing it that way. But the fact that I haven't been able to sit down and watch a TV show or watch a movie or do something that I truly just needed to do to like disconnect, that's not okay, guys. And I know a lot of moms out there, like I'm a work-at-home mom, but even stay-at-home moms, like when I was a stay-at-home mom, like I was just constantly doing things for my kids. When my kids went to sleep, I was getting everything ready for them for the next day, and I was just putting everything before me, and I just didn't have anything left for me. And at the time, I thought that was being a good mom. But being a good mom is being a happy mom. Your kids need a happy mom. I'm telling you, they don't care if you cut their fruits and vegetables the night before. They don't care if you picked up their toys perfectly or made them a sensory bin. That it's not, they want your time. And I feel like really guilty, like I haven't been giving my kids my time. So starting from now on, block schedule, work time separated, more unplugging, less being on the phone, and more just living our best life. Because finally I realized you don't have to do the most to be happy, and you don't have to do the most to live your best life. Literally be with your kids, be in the moment, wherever you're at, be all there. And that was my TIFF talk for the day. So let me just get over myself and let's get into this video. So the first thing I did was last night, I did a little bit of meal prep because like I said, we're starting this boot camp today. I'm not doing like no carbs or doing anything crazy like that. I'm just counting my macros using the LifeSum app and just like preparing healthy meals ahead of time, because I'm telling you, my Chick-fil-A bill the past 2 months is disgusting and it needs to stop. We're stopping it right now. I don't think that I mentioned this because sometimes I forget what I mentioned on my stories and what I mentioned in my video, but we had Ella in urgent care this week. We had Tanner in the ER, and literally like an hour ago got a phone call back from the ER that his swab was positive for RSV. We've been struggling big time health-wise, and I know that it's like the season and it's the time of year that it's just like gross germs everywhere, and literally Tanner was licking the ropes at Disney, so I am not surprised. But I just want to put more healthy things into my family and around them and just see if that makes a difference, because my mommy gut tells me that yes, it is. So I meal prepped some food and I'm going to insert that right here. It took me like 2 hours to do it. No big deal. Other options are buying pre-made frozen options of these foods, pre-made cooked chicken slices, whatever you need to do. Just do a little bit of meal prep. It doesn't have to be above and beyond and so extra, because I do that to myself. I make it to be so much that it's almost unbearable and I feel exhausted at the end of it, but it doesn't need to be that. Like even if you make a couple meals ahead of time, a couple freezer meals, like anything like that can get you to stop eating like gross foods and like quick foods, or getting too hungry to the point that you want to eat gross foods. So yeah, this is what we made. So the first thing I'm doing is just making hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. I really wanted to make this meal prep just like insanely easy, quick, and healthy. So making hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot was super, super easy. I can't believe I'm just doing it for the first time. So you just put in as many eggs as you want and 1 cup of water. There is a guide online about like how you like your eggs cooked, but if you like them cooked well, you're going to do 6 minutes on high pressure, which is what I did. And then when they're all finished cooking, we're just going to put them into an ice bath. Next, I'm just making 2 chicken breasts. These are just easy to add to salads or things like that. So I'm adding 1 cup of water and 2 chicken breasts on top of my little trivet here. And I'm going to cook this with a ton of seasonings, because if you don't, it will be very bland. This is also going to go on high pressure for 10 minutes, and then it's going to natural release for 5 minutes. So while the chicken is cooking, I'm just going to get started on chopping up a ton of vegetables. Some of the vegetables I'm going to leave raw for snacks, and the rest of the vegetables I'm going to cook on 450 degrees for about a half an hour to roast them. And all I'm putting on these vegetables is a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. Now that my chicken is done, I'm going to take that out, just clean out my Instant Pot, and then we're doing some sweet potatoes. These are also going to be like a little side for lunch or dinner, whatever you need them for. It's just a healthy option, and I'm putting 4 sweet potatoes in with 1 cup of water, and I'm going to cook these for a half an hour because I want them really well done and pretty soft. There's also a guide online if you want them cooked like harder or softer, and depending on the size of your sweet potato. And then these are the veggies that I was chopping up for snacks, just fresh vegetables and not cooked or anything like that. And I'm also going to cut up some produce. Like I said, it's just really easy to cut it up ahead of time for the kids, just especially because we're having all this stuff done downstairs. We usually just go downstairs, grab something from the fridge or the cabinets, and then run upstairs. Before I go ahead and cut up my produce, I'm just using a little less than a capful of the Thieves Fruit and Veggie Cleaner. You don't need a lot at all, but this just helps get all of the yucky stuff off of your fruits and vegetables, like pesticides and dirt and things like that. And you only need to soak it for 1 to 2 minutes. I usually just do 1 minute exactly, and then go ahead and rinse it off. Okay, so my veggies are all nice and cooked and smell amazing. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take my sweet potatoes out. They are also cooked exactly how I wanted them. Now back to work on my fruit salad over here. I am just using my handy dandy grape cutter that I love so much because I am so crazy and worry so much about my kids choking on grapes, so this just helps me with that. Next, I'm just storing everything away, and then we're going to get started on some overnight oats. So for the overnight oats, I just use a half a cup of organic oats and then a half a cup of yogurt, and then fill the rest with any kind of liquid. If you like almond milk, water, regular milk, whatever kind of liquid you like. I've also even used chocolate almond milk in the past, and that's really yummy as well. And then on top of that, I'm just putting some frozen fruit, and basically just mix it all up and put it in the refrigerator overnight, and it's a perfect consistency in the morning. I feel like I really like the frozen fruit addition to this because it just makes it sweeter than fresh fruit. You can also do this without fruit. You can do it with peanut butter, all kinds of stuff. It's very easy. When I was done meal prepping last night, I just a lot of you know I've been with Young Living for 2 years, but I just really, like, with all these illnesses and my mental breakdown, I was just like, that's it. Like, I'm all in. I'm throwing away all the toxic, all the candles, all the chemicals. Like, we're done. And this is me doing that right here. I just want to say that I'm doing this for me and my family, and if it inspires you, that's wonderful, but I'm not here to tell you what cleaning products to use or not to use. I just feel like this is what I'm doing, and I always show you what I'm doing. So I'm just getting rid of all of this stuff. I use the Think Dirty app to scan my products now and see how they rate. I also use the EWG app and just do my own research. And at the end of the day, I feel like all we're all trying to do is be good people and just make the best decisions for our families and what's in our home. And I just didn't know about any of this before, but this is pretty much what I'm replacing most of my cleaners with, is just a Thieves cleaner. I have a 16-ounce bottle. I'm using a little, I think like exactly a cap full of Thieves cleaner. You're going to fill it up with some water. I used 3 drops of lemongrass just to give it like a really good scent. I love that. So this I'll be using like as just like my everyday multi-surface cleaner. Like I said, if you want to see more things that I'm using and recipes that I'm making, follow me at Beaston Essentials on Instagram, and I'll show more there. But yeah, I really love how this came out. The before and after is just an amazing transformation. And like I said, this cleaner works really well and smells amazing. A lot of people have like misconceptions about Young Living and things like that. I am a distributor because when you sign up with a wholesale membership, you're automatically a distributor. And I am not here to sell you Young Living. If you're interested in it, I have a whole separate Instagram for it. It's Beaston Essentials, and that's just so like I don't bombard people that don't care about it with it. Like if you're following me, you care about it, you know? So over there, I'm just like really showing like more about this subject, about what chemicals I'm getting rid of and what I'm using to replace them. So if you want to see more, just go over there, because I don't want to annoy people with the essential oil stuff. Like that is not what I'm here to do. So yes, meal prep, better products in my home. Honestly, that declutter made me feel like a fresh start for some reason. I know, first of all, aesthetically pleasing, yes, but like having less stuff, like it motivated me to do that. And right now, everything in our home is covered in dust. So supposedly December 15th, the floors are gonna be down and everything's gonna be done in time for Christmas, except for the laundry room. That'll be done the first week of January. But what I'm saying is that we have to deep clean so much when they're gone. We have to get our air filters re-cleaned, like the ducts cleaned, all of that stuff. So it's gonna be the perfect time for me to really go through things and declutter, because doing just that one little spot like inspired me so much to be more minimalistic in everything, like even the toys in the playroom, like all of that stuff. So you just you'll see, watch my journey, you'll see how this goes. So let's get into the planning portion. I am just gonna quickly read off the categories and like how I wrote everything down. I am one of those people, I'm a paper and pen person. I like to write things down. I like to see things. I don't really like using the apps on my phone. I don't know why. It's just not like Google Calendars. Some people are really into that, but I'm a paper and pen, see it all at once type of girl. So on the airplane, I just went to town with a brain dump while Tanner was sleeping on my lap. So I have categories, and these categories are life, work, home, goals, me time, and your bucket list for the month, brain dump, and like your family goals. So that's a lot. Life, work, home, goals, me time, bucket list, family time, and a brain dump. I talk about brain dumps all the time because as somebody that has like, I don't want to like put a name on it and call it like ADD or things like that. I do get a lot of anxiety when there's too much on my mind. So brain dumps are amazing. You literally just take out a piece of paper and a pen and write everything that's on your mind. Like write things that you feel like you have to do, and then set realistic goals. Like, okay, first of all, I made a list. This list would normally be like, okay, I'm gonna do that all in one day. And then you're disappointed in yourself, and then you feel guilty. Don't do that to yourself. Pick like 3 main things, main priorities that you wanna get done for the day, and go with it. And if you get extra things done, then so be it. You have more free time the following day. But don't put all that pressure on yourself to finish it all in one day. Go to bed feeling guilty, or go to bed insanely late because you need it to get that to-do list done, which, guilty AF right here. I go to bed so late, and it's not okay. We worked with a sleep consultant. Our kids are sleeping through the night except for when they were sick. But I'm still tired because I'm going to bed too late, and that is just something like I really need to work on. I've always been that way since I was a little kid, that as soon as I lay my head down on the pillow, I get anxiety, like literally since I was a little girl. I used to be afraid that something would happen to my mom, or like I am just that person. My head hits a pillow, my brain is like, what can I worry about? So I'm working on changing that. Things I've done so far is I got Natural Calm, which is like a vitamin you mix in with your water. I'm setting boundaries for when my phone needs to be put away. I downloaded Headspace, and you just take 15 minutes on there before bed, or there's ones for in the morning, things like that. But it's a really helpful app. So I am really working on myself because I feel like being mentally healthy, it's everything. There we go with my tip talk again. I'm sorry. You guys probably hate this video. All right. So when we're planning, and you can do this too, there's a lot of people that I look up to and admire for their productivity or the way they do things. I'm going to name a couple of them right now. This isn't all of them, but one of them was my sleep consultant. She just like has it together with sleep. Like, she doesn't mess around. She goes to bed early. She just seems like very like put together and calm. So ask people who you admire, hey, like, how do you do your schedule? How do you do your planner? So her, That's Your Beauty, Brittany, I feel like she's really good at like planning and just everything like that. And then the last one, who like, I don't know why I jumped on this train so late, but Jordan Page, I want to be her best friend. I want her to teach me all of the things. I literally just got done watching her video about block scheduling and productivity for like work at home moms, and I wanted to cry because it was like she was talking to me. Like, I mix all those things together, and the block scheduling like is something I really want to take on and try this month, so that I am like done with the guilt, done with the mom guilt, done with the wife guilt, done with the work guilt. I'm done. I'm over it. Goodbye, guilt. Bye, Felicia. Anyway, okay. So we're getting into the planning part. So when I asked the sleep consultant, Mahaley, who I love, she is thebomb.com, like, how do you schedule? And one of the things how she said it was, she said, first I write down the non-negotiables. I loved how she said that, the non-negotiables. Appointments, like constants, things that you know are happening every week, things like that. So appointments, events, school stuff, things that you know are happening for the month, write those down first. The next thing we have is work, and then I made this one. So write down like your due dates for me, live dates, film dates, things like that. And then we have home. So write down things that are going on with your home. For example, like we have like the renovations going on. Like, when are renovations doing? What is, like, say you want to do, I know a lot of you do DIYs to your home. Like, you can either do it as like a monthly goal that you want to do, or you can type it in like for the week. Whatever you want to do, even if it's like, I want to get new decor for this room this week, or I want to rearrange this room this week. I think that there needs to be a category for home, and that is not just like chores and stuff like that. You can totally write chores. I write my chores like every single day, what needs to be done. I don't have an exact set schedule. I wish that I could, but I don't have an exact schedule anymore for my cleaning. It's kind of just all over the place since my kids make a mess 24/7 anyway. You never know which room is going to need to be mopped from a juice spill or things like that. So having a set schedule doesn't really help me for cleaning, and that's just like in the stage of life that I'm at right now. The last two, I feel like a lot of you are going to write off, and I think it's very important that you do not. The last two are goals and me time. So this is so important. Think of how important you are. I know you probably don't think about how important you are, but just really think about it. Even if you're not a mom, even if you're just a person, you mean something to somebody, and that somebody needs you to be healthy and taking care of yourself. So for goals, I wrote my personal goals, and that is fitness, less screen time, and intentional living. Time blocks for work, time blocks for life. One of the things that Jordan said in her video was that she likes to have chargers all over her house next to drawers. So she will plug her phone in and put that phone in the drawer when it's family time. That is something I need to do, because at the end of the night, literally every single night, I put my kids down and feel guilty about something. How I handled a situation, if I yelled, if we didn't play enough, if I let them have too much screen time, if I let them have a couple grams of sugar, maybe 3 lollipops, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, that's just how my brain works, and I need to retrain my brain with some cognitive therapy and know that I'm doing a good job and that I am trying my best for my kids and my family and everybody. And then the me time is self-care, and this is like where, sorry, Romeo, my leg is sleeping. Come on this side. He just yelled at me. So the next thing is self-care, and that doesn't mean you have to go and get your nails done, or that doesn't mean that you need to take a 3-hour bubble bath. It's literally just something for you to remember that you are a person, that you do matter, and that me time is important. Because I will tell you this, it took a long time for me to realize or know who I was after having kids. Who am I? Like, as a mom, you just automatically are like this worker, this doer, this boogie wiping, feeding, bathing. Like, it's your job, like, as a mom, and it's like the best job in the entire world. But your brain kind of just like, okay, what's next for my kid? What's next for my kid? But you matter, and it's so important to take time for yourself. And something that I also feel like is in self-care too is like dating your spouse. So important. I need to practice what I preach, because it's been a while since Chris and I like went on a date, just because of like the kids being sick and things like that. But it's so important to date your spouse. Like, very important. Very, very important. Important. So last but not least is the vision board. And I'm just an insanely visual person. Like, even like learning, like, I'm a visual learner. If I see things, if I have goals, like, I am there for it, and I do so much better that way. I'm like a little kid who wants 10 stickers to get my piece of candy on my reward chart. Like, that is me, and that's my personality. So with that being said, I'm so excited to finally make a vision board. It doesn't have to be plastered anywhere public. It could be something you make on pickmonkey.com and just look out on your phone. But I personally want it printed out, and I want to see it. And it's not all about money. I do have goals for like business things and stuff like that, but it's not about that. I could honestly take a vision board and just write happy across it. I just want happiness for myself, my family, and everybody that I love, all of you. But it's like, I don't know, like, even if you have like a picture on there of someone getting their hair washed, like, that resembles like me time. If you want things like a home, why don't you put a picture of your house? If you have like a fitness goal, why don't you put up a picture of a time, like, it doesn't have to be a picture of like somebody that has like a six-pack. It could be a picture of you in a time where you felt your best in your life. It could be anything, but I'm gonna show you how I do mine. The first thing I'm gonna do is go to Google, and I'm gonna type in, for example, diamond PNG. So it'll look like this. Now I'm going to think of like what else I want. So maybe like a picture of a plant to remind me that I want to be more minimal. If you're somebody who wants more money, PNG, a picture of some cash. Like, whatever in your mind it is that you want, type it in, put in PNG after it, and then see how that image comes up. And you're just gonna pull all of these images into either pickmonkey.com or adobespark.com. Both can be free. They do have like other plans, but they can be free. If you don't want to do the computer portion or anything like that, go get some magazines, get a newspaper, do whatever. Another thing you can do is just create a Pinterest board. That is so easy. Pinterest board, name vision board, and just type in all the things you want. Look at it from time to time. That's a super easy way as well. Like I said, I just want mine printed out. But I really hope that this video inspired some of you, motivated you, any of that. If you want to see more videos like this, just like sit down talking type videos, let me know in the comments below, because those kind of scare me. I feel like everybody just wants to see me clean and cook, and that's pretty much it. But I love having these talks with you, because I just feel like I'm sitting down talking to my girlfriends, and I know some of you need that, and I definitely need it too. And I can't wait to talk to you guys in the comments below. Again, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget that you matter, that you're awesome, and you deserve to change your life for the better. You deserve happiness.
Whenever your heart is broken.